the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Russell. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Jackson. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. That kick return falls 1 yard short of the all-time mark as it goes down as a 108-yard return. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The fleet of foot Lamar Jackson bringing out the Baltimore Ravens here for their first drive. And He was great week 7 in the victory over Seattle. 30-16 was the final. But you look at Jackson's passing numbers 9-20. Okay, that really doesn't tell the story. He swapped his cleats for some bigger spikes, and he got it done on the ground in Seattle's rain-soaked turf. 116 yards and a touchdown, Charles.
He didn't have the cleats that are absolutely molded to proper specifications yet.
Apparently not.
That's what happens when you're a rookie, right? Whoever is doing his cleats now, they'll get that taken care of going forward. But this guy is so exciting, and think about the flip that we've seen in recent weeks. Started the season throwing the football, staying in the pocket. They were doing okay, but they've really elevated with him now back to his dashing ways.
First quarterback to total 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground in consecutive games in a single season, and his third 100-yard rushing game this year ties him for the most in a single season with Michael Vick and Russell Wilson.
And if you're Michael Vick, look out. Your single-season record for rushing yards as a quarterback is in jeopardy.
I'm scared.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
I'd say it was a pretty nice debut season for Nick Chubb in 2018. He fell just 4 yards short of a 1,000-yard season as a rookie, but he did average over 5 yards per carry and had a 92-yard touchdown run against the Atlanta Falcons, the third longest run in the league last season.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. But the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. Throwing
on 2nd down, Mayfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
After one, 17-7 is our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11 after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 2-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed, and how that has to happen.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On third down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked